Today we have an upgrade that I wasn't planning on doing, but I just saw something online, and I thought this would really work good. And what I've got is these mesh storage areas, and normally they go on the side of something like here, and you can put something down inside. But what we're going to do is on these sideboards, on these side tables on the FD model on each side of the bed, we have this space up underneath here, and a lot of times I have a phone I want to tack it, put in there. So I'm going to put one on each side. That way we'll have a place to tuck things in there while we're sleeping at night. And it's up out of the way and doesn't get in our way. And so of course, to make that easier, I went ahead and put the bed down. That way I can kind of get an idea where it goes and I can reach up in there. So we'll get in there and start attaching it now. So this is what they look like. Basically a elastic mesh that's surrounded by a plastic piece here on three sides. So we're going to use the screws that came with it and put that on there. And we just got to make sure that these screws aren't long enough. They're going to come through the base of this cabinet. I think there's a hollow spot in this cabinet. In fact, I can reach in there now and kind of feel that it's about an inch hollow spot. So I think we're going to be fine with this size screw. So we're going to go with the smallest ones we got, which I think they're all the same size. So the first couple of these screws are kind of a pain again, because you got to kind of force the screws in, and you're kind of tight on space down here. I'm using this kind of a short screwdriver. You might use if you have like an ice pick or something, that way you can do a little pre-punch and the screws will take a little bit easier. I don't have one with me, so I'm struggling a little bit more. Now you see the way that I'm putting this in. Look up underneath here. Got maybe an inch from the front edge here. Maybe an inch from the edge as well. That way it doesn't stick out and catch on the mattress. And it gives it enough flexibility you can put stuff in there. So we'll get this one screwed down and work on the other side. So, like I said, when we're laying in the bed, in here, and basically you got this little, it doesn't show and it doesn't hold a lot of stuff in here, but you got this nice little thing now where you can pull down, set a phone in there or something that you need to have on your bedside. It's even big enough maybe for a small book to set up in there. So not going to help a lot, but it'll give us an extra space to put stuff at night. So I'm not sure if we're going to get much use out of it with the bed up. It's right here at the front edge. You can see it up and through there now. But it's definitely going to help out with a little storage whenever we got the bed down. So that's the main thing. I've got one on each side. A little tricky getting the screws into that paneling in the bottom, but you really wouldn't even know they're under there. But I think it's going to be a neat little project. I just threw that together. And I may even look at those type setups for a few other places around the camper. There's a few places over on this wall here that we might be able to put something like that. And you can actually buy them in different sizes. So that's about all I have for this RV short. And if you have any questions on how I got that done and where I got it on Amazon, and I'll put a link in for that. But that's about all I have, and we'll talk to you another time.